24.
This is Brady One More Time.
A look back on all things 90s and 2000s. The movies.
And then.
No and then.
And then.
No and then.
And then.
No and then.
The music.
Blink 182.
The awkwardness.
Remember Jared from Subway? He's inspired a lot of people.
He's looking good.
He'll
show you the way.
Here's your host,
Yeah.
Brady Broski.
That is an awkward transition.
But how good were $5 footlongs, though? That was
They
such a
were.
deal.
I know, right?
You get 2 for $10? You get
That-
lunch for days.
I love how that was a meal with chips and a drink. I mean, how many calories was that?
Depends what you got. I was a turkey.
Turkey?
Yeah.
I loved it. You know what else I love?
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion. Subway's tuna salad is pretty solid.
I like it too.
You're like, I can't disagree with
I cannot. It's something about about
man.
the mayo they use.
I don't know what it is. I've never gotten food poisoning from it yet. So,
Yeah.
Subway, if you want to sponsor us,
We're not like Jared. That'll be our catchphrase. That's how we'll close it.
there you go.
Welcome. This is it. This is the Brady One More Time podcast. I would be the Brady part. The broski with the moski, if you will.
And I would be the one more time part.
You are one more time. Like the Daft Punk
Punk,
song. We always turn into music. And that's what we're going to do today. It's my podcast partner in crime, the Kickball King, the man who learned how to video edit in a matter of seconds.
Do I get producing credits now?
Yes, producer too.
Yeah.
Editor, producer.
Got
Do
to
it
update
all.
my resume right now.
Oh, my goodness,
Producer
yeah.
of the Brady One More Time podcast.
You can now win an award for that as well. Award-winning podcast here. It's Dastardly Dan Ginsburg.
What's
Welcome.
up? Good to see you.
1999 is where we're going back to today. We do 90s and 2000s deep dives, different topics, pop culture, movies, TV. We did Michael Jordan last week, which was a lot of fun. But today it's about the music of 1999. And I picked this year because I thought, what a transitional year, not just because 1999, we're going into a new millennium, but because now we're starting to get away from the grunge rock era of the 90s. We're really heavy into the pop stuff.
Yep.
But also, like, all these different crazy genres were popping up, too. And we're going to see that because we're going to go over the top 10 singles from Billboard of 1999.
I love it.
So let's start off here. What kind of music, when you think of the year 1999, which you were probably...
I was 17.
17 years old. What do you think? What genre, what style?
I think two things.
Yeah.
I think female teenage pop stars, and I think boy bands. I feel like that was the... maybe the boy bands started a little bit before that, but like that was when both of those blew up.
Yeah. Yeah, the Britneys, the Christinas, the Backstreets, the NSYNCs. Those are the
that's
big four.
exactly it. Yep.
Yeah, that was really huge for me as I was a little bit older.
Yeah.
Like, I like that stuff. It was a guilty pleasure.
Sure.
I'm a little bit older, but like I was really drawn into a lot of like the rock stuff, which was it was still alternative, but it was kind of getting a little more heavy, a little less like whiny. And I think the Red Hot Chili Peppers had a big comeback year in
That's right.
'99,
Yep.
which I was obsessed with. I think the pop. I think there was this cool new kind of Latin infused sound that was getting pretty big at the time, which you can probably now look back at as being an influence on like
totally.
the Bad Bunnies
I was
of the
say
world.
it's everywhere now.
Yeah. And a little bit of everything, and that's what this year to me was. So without any further ado, I think we're just gonna go. Should we just go over the songs?
Let's do it.
10-1. Let's start number 10. First of all, were there any songs, because you have the list, right? In front of you?
I do.
Were any of these songs, did any of these songs surprise you that made the top 10 of the year?
I wouldn't
You don't have to say which one,
any of
but-
them surprised me. I would say I forgot about a couple of them.
Same.
But when I saw the list, I was like, no, that makes sense. That was massive.
Because what's funny is, like, with the Billboard chart, right? Like, you get the top 10 songs that were big that year, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to end up being the 10 biggest songs, like, long-term.
Right.
Like,
Billboard,
timeless.
back then, a huge percentage of this was sales of the albums and the singles, like physical CD sales.
CD singles. Because we were not yet buying things on iTunes. That wasn't invented yet.
No.
So, yeah, that was a big part. And I think that...
And then radio airplay, obviously.
But not as big
No.
as the sales part.
No.
Had it been, it would have. I think we would have had more timeless songs as opposed to. Well, let's get into it. Number 10, back to the Latin.
Yep.
I mean, this was probably it kickstarted it And it's probably the biggest one of all time, Ricky Martin.
If we hadn't looked at this list and we had said to each other, name the song that started that movement or the first song you remember at the forefront of that movement, I'm sure we both would have said that song.
Number 10,
right away.
Livin La Vida Loca. Remember the video? Mm-hmm. I remember him. He was doing his dance. He was really like a sexy man, and all the ladies loved him. And
the ladies didn't know he was gay at the time.
No, he is.
Ricky Martin?
Yeah.
Isn't he?
I'm just kidding. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You made me question it. I'm like, I swear, I think please tell me I'm not confusing him with someone else in Pride Month.
Did ladies not really know, or did they pretend that?
I don't think they knew.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like there's a lot of like male sex symbols like dance and have that little bit of flamboyance. They're not all gay.
Yeah. Love that song, though. That's a
song.
timeless. Yeah, they're right. It did kick off, and he had really cool hair. I remember that being a thing. And that song was everywhere.
Everywhere.
That was one of those songs.
We listened to that in Spanish class. That's how big it was. Our Spanish teacher helped us learn Spanish by having us listen to that song.
That's incredible. Wow. Enrique followed right after. Mm-hmm. Like literally. Like they're like, hurry up, Enrique, because Bailemos, I think, was the first.
Yep.
Big Enrique hit. So that kind of spawned that new sound.
And Mark Anthony.
Mark Anthony was huge.
Yeah.
J-Lo married him. That's how big he was.
He was massive.
It was probably because of his personality and his good looks or his musical. He's probably a good guy.
I would say analogy for you.
Yeah.
I would say Backstreet Boys are to NSYNC as Ricky Martin is to Enrique Iglesias. In that Backstreet and Ricky Martin kind of started the big pop culture movement. Yeah. But ultimately, in a lot of ways, I think NSYNC and Enrique had bigger, more accomplishments by the end of it.
Fair. Great.
I remember my SAT analogies.
Great analogy, Dan.
I think they got rid of those.
Did they?
Yeah.
Probably. In the new math? No thanks.
Yeah, no thank you.
Number 9. We're moving to the number 9 spot. This is one that I forgot about.
Wait, what about our jingles? Number 9.
Number 9. On Brady's Top 40 with Dan Ginsburg. Number 9.
Needs some work.
By the way, we can't even play these songs because we had a big meeting about not playing any sound bites. So you're just going to have to remember it. We could hum it maybe. I don't know. But Deborah Cox, Nobody's Supposed to Be Here.
Remember that? I love the original. Pop radio did not play the original. Pop radio had I don't know who did it, but it was a remix.
Oh.
Yeah.
By Deborah Cox?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it was one of those. It might have been like Jason Nevins or Dave Audet. They do a lot of those pop remixes.
But the original was the R&B track.
Yes, which was a massive number 1 R&B hit.
Yes. Huge pop hit, too.
Yeah.
I don't know that she ever really got that big ever after that song. But in the pop world, I'm sure she's had a string of R&B hits.
I don't know that she even had a ton. But
she's actually going to be in Chicago. She's performing at our Juneteenth Music Festival.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, I lied. She's not doing that. She's going to be at Pride Fest this month.
Okay.
That's what
there's a lot happening in June.
I knew it was a thing in June.
Okay.
Well, the Juneteenth Music Festival is fun because it's a lot of throwback artists. Ashanti.
Oh, wow.
Maya.
Deborah Cox would fit right in
there.
That's
what I thought. Okay. Sorry, Deborah. Right, we'll see you at Pride Fest instead.
That's both great events.
Number 8, a group that I feel they were easy to pick on, much in the same as a Nickelback.
That's fair.
Because there was a little cheesiness to them. I loved them. I was a big fan of Sugar Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Every morning. Number 8.
Everything was so catchy that they released.
Fly.
Mm-hmm.
That was their first one.
Yep.
Drawing a blank. What else?
Every Morning was second, and then what came after that?
When the Morning Come. No, was that?
No,
that may have been Smash Mouth. Same era.
Yes, that was Smash Mouth.
No, Sugar Ray was so good. Mark McGrath.
Mm-hmm.
Feel like you wanted to hang out with him.
Yeah.
He definitely worked.
He's just like your everyday
bro.
Dude. Yeah.
He definitely worked. He definitely worked at Abercrombie right before he got signed.
Someday, duh.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
So Sugar Ray, Every Morning. Number 8. So already, Livin La Vida Loca, Nobody's Supposed to Be Here. Sugar Ray, 3 such different genres. Huge hits. Number 7 is Christina Aguilera and Genie in the Bottle. Her debut hit.
Yep.
This is the one that put her on the map.
I remember it vividly.
Britney Spears comes along, and Christina Aguilera says, "Hold my Shirley Temple," because she was only 18 or 17.
Yeah. Well, I was 17 too. So
you guys are the same age. Yeah. You'd be sipping root beer floats, 1 root beer float, 2 straws with Christina.
I would have happily taken
Still
her up
would.
on that.
Come on, a root beer float with Christina Aguilera.
Yeah.
Genie in a Bottle was huge. It was again defining this era is going to be like a real big pop bubblegum pop almost. Genie in a Bottle had a little more, it felt like it had a little more rhythm to it, like a little rhythmic lean over Britney. But yeah, this was our first vision of what Christina Aguilera and that presentation is all about. I thought it was an awesome song.
It was so catchy. I think she was sort of like treated in pop culture as like the more musically singing talent compared to, like, Britney came on the scene and blew up right away, but there was like a criticism of her, fair or not, that like singing wasn't her strength. And then along came Christina with these riffs and this like majestic voice, and I feel like she was like the counterpart in terms of like the actual musical talent.
Yeah, they will forever be side by side in pop history, because they not only started off together in the music world, they started off together on the Mickey Mouse Club together, like years before that, which is wild to think. Bunch of
Justin too.
Was there.
Yep.
Who else was on that? Was it Ryan Gosling? Was he? No. I forget who I'm thinking of. There's another Mickey Mouse Club.
Those were the three I knew.
Okay. Genie Bottle number 7. How about this one? Another timeless classic. I actually play this in one of my radio stations in Dallas still.
Do you?
As a gold. Sixpence None the Richer, Kiss Me.
Yeah.
Another one. Like, this was everywhere. You got sick of this song by month number 4.
This song did not go away.
Didn't go away.
For ages.
It must have been on the charts forever.
Yeah.
Everybody was singing that one until they didn't want to sing it anymore or hear it. Cracking the top 5. We gave you Christina. We got to give you Britney. And kind of what this podcast was. I mean, Britney, Brady, One More Time. See what I did there?
Equally popular, well-known brands.
I'm bigger.
Britney and Brady.
No, I have more fans. We have more followers on this and subscribers.
Definitely.
Baby One More Time. I mean, come on. What can't you say about the song? All-time banger. Every radio station still play it today. A song, that video created a whole generation of Halloween costumes. Everybody trying to be Britney from Baby One More Time. When you say Britney, who are you? I'm Britney from Baby One More Time, because you could be a different Britney. You could be Britney from another video.
Yep. She had eras.
Yeah. And this was the first one.
For sure. And this was the first one. And this launched that whole trend of female teenage pop stars. I mean, there wasn't any like singular big thing prior to that. It was her. Then along came Christina. You had Mandy Moore. You had a whole
Jessica Simpson.
Yep, Jessica Simpson. Yeah. I mean, everything just. I think the label saw that work with her and were like, how many more can we find? Basically,
so much money to be made off these. Yeah. All these were Britney and Christina, though. They were like TRL mainstays, always getting all those votes from the young teenage. So if you were like probably 12 to 15, that was everything for you.
Yeah.
You had probably posters on the wall, maybe even if you were 21. What?
Did you have a Britney poster?
Moving on.
No judgment here, trust me.
Number 4. This one surprised me a little bit too, because I remember it being big. This must have been one of those that you mentioned earlier that the sales really helped it.
Yes, and this was another one that pop radio had a pop remix.
Yes.
That was different than the original R&B version.
Right, it was more tempo.
Yeah.
Did not want to play the R&B version. I don't know why. Heartbreak Hotel.
Great song.
Whitney Houston, who, in my opinion, the greatest voice of our generation.
I will say Heartbreak Hotel and Nobody's Supposed to Be Here are probably 2 of my like 10 favorite R&B songs of my lifetime.
Wow.
I think those are both fantastically written songs. And it's not always like the best written songs that always become the biggest hits, but I would absolutely stand behind those.
Surprised to see it so high, number 4?
I did. Yeah, that was one of the ones when you looked at the list, that was one of the ones instantly when I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, I remember that was massive for a time. But if you had given me 50 guesses on the top 10 of 99, I would not have come up with Heartbreak Hotel.
I don't know if it's the same year. I can look down at the whole like top 100, but I was a huge fan of Whitney's Your Love Is My Love.
Me as well.
Oh,
that would
so
be my
good.
favorite Whitney song of all time, I think.
Of all time?
I think so.
All the early 90s stuff?
The original, not
Your
the
Baby
pop
Tonight?
radio version, which again was redone for that one.
So
But
emotional?
yes.
Did it Star Spangled Banner?
That's fair. If we're just talking individual performances,
But My Love Is Your Love
that's
is
a different
great.
conversation. That was such a the baby vocals in the background. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Just everything.
Sounded
I think that
Timbaland
song's
produced.
that song's like perfection.
Okay, we're in the top 3 now. These are the top 10 songs of 1999. An artist that I don't think gets enough credit. Really,
fair.
she had a really big run, and this was probably the biggest solo song of her career because she had a collab with Brandy a couple
Yep.
years prior. Number 3, Monica, Angel of Mine.
Another one that I would not have remembered, but
Yeah.
as soon as you see it, you remember if you're of a certain age. It was
You should
massive.
go back. You should go back and listen to it. It's just such
Yeah.
a good, pure pop hit.
Yeah, I don't
It's
think I've listened to
ballady.
that song in probably 15, 20 years.
Yeah, Monica was great. Just one of them days. Don't take it personal.
Yeah. Yep.
Of course, Boy Is Mine.
Yep.
Oh yeah, she had a good run. We're in the top 2, and okay, so number 1 did surprise me, but now that when you stop and think about it, I had to look it up. I have to look it up how many weeks it spent at number 1. But before we get there, the second biggest hit of '99 was TLC and No Scrubs. I mean, could you
Massive.
could you consider them the greatest girl group of all time?
I think you could put them in the discussion.
Oh, you put Destiny's Child over them?
I would.
Spice Girls
I don't
had
know
was
if
shorter
Spice Girls had
lived.
staying power, that kind of staying power.
TLC
or that
started
type of
in
critical acclaim.
1992.
Yeah.
And I don't remember when Left Eye passed away. I think it was like 2001, but they were making music all the way up to that. So that's we're talking 9 years. Destiny's Child, I think Beyonce went on her own like after year 5.
Yeah, I think it depends what angle you're arguing for,
Yeah.
right? I mean, if you're talking talent, I mean, what the members of Destiny's Child, the careers they went on to have.
Sure.
I mean, I don't know how you top that.
Yeah.
But I think, no, you're right. I mean, they weren't around and successful for a group nearly as. I mean, TLC was cranking out hits in the late 80s, right?
No.
Early 90s?
92 was their first song.
92,
Ain't too
okay.
proud to beg. But I will say they probably had double the amount of time.
You're right, 92.
But
Wow.
Destiny's Child probably had double the amount of like hits, But I love TLC. I love that track, No Scrubs. I mean, I was the passenger on my best friend's ride trying to holler at her.
Yep.
That was me because I didn't have a car.
So you were the scrub.
I was the scrub. That's how I could relate. I felt personally attacked with that song, but I still sang it. What a banger.
Fair.
And here we go. The number 1 song of 1999. This is a fun little exercise. I like this. We got to do this for more years. I recently saw her last October when the wifey and I went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She finally got inducted. Is the one and
Can't
only.
believe it took that long.
I know. Share and Believe.
Comeback top 2, both kind of comebacks. Cher more than TLC, but both of them had big careers in years prior. Obviously, Cher dating back much longer and a much wider career, but both comebacks. I mean, you hadn't heard from TLC for a while before. No
Is that
Scrubs. Right? Yeah, they had a gap. They had
A 3-year gap or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
And Cher had a much longer gap.
But this song, first of all, the texture of the song, it really was auto-tune. And this is the first time we kind of heard that, right? Because we were, well, wait, what? That's not her. But
She created T-Pain.
she did. T-Pain has Cher to thank for his career and a lot of strippers, I'm sure. But Cher, Believe came out. It sounded so now, even though it's from an artist that was much older than the other artists on the chart. I mean, and then you think about when she started was probably in the 60s. And she had hits every decade leading up to this. And you're right, this was a huge comeback.
Yep.
And ultimately became the biggest hit of her career.
That's just an iconic song. You hear a tiny bit of that today and you immediately know what it is.
So catchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cher, Believe, the biggest song of
I
1999.
got a trivia question for you.
Love
about
it.
Cher.
Give it to me. About Cher.
Name Cher's last top 40 hit before Believe.
Okay, I'm going to guess.
I love the answer to this.
I'm going to guess it's got to be something from the late 80s.
Incorrect.
It's from the 90s?
It's from 1993.
Ooh, hold on.
This is
93 is my wheelhouse, man. Was it a duet?
It was there were 4 artists involved.
Wait, what? Okay, this is
It's
obscure.
from a soundtrack.
It charted?
Mm-hmm.
Cher, Celine Dion, and I don't know, Mariah. What was the song?
It's from a TV soundtrack.
Okay, no clue.
I Got You, Babe, from the Beavis and Butthead soundtrack, the remake.
Oh my God, with Beavis and
and
Butthead.
she actually first it seems like what they normally do on the show where they're just talking over a song or a video or whatever, but then Cher actually starts talking to them in the song. I had the soundtrack on CD.
The whole Beavis and Butt.
Yeah.
Was it from the movie?
It was. I think it was the TV. I think it was a soundtrack from the TV show.
Because they had a movie,
Right.
And Red Hot Chili
Beavis and
Peppers
Butthead
had a
Do
song,
America. Yeah.
Roller Coaster,
Yep.
from that.
Yep.
Same soundtrack, probably.
Yeah. I wonder if that
I
soundtrack was.
forgot about. Wow, you just unlocked a core memory. Yeah, I was gonna go Jesse James by Cher from the '80s, which is
That
It's probably like
peaked
88.
at number 9 in 1989.
And I Got You, Babe got radio airplay.
It did. It
Oh
made
my
the
God.
top 40.
I feel like
It's a different time.
I feel like we really drop a Beavis and Butthead reference more frequently than I thought we would on this podcast. But it makes sense. It makes sense.
Should.
Wow, that is a really good trivia because it's such a forgotten, obscure, and just like a funny little thing she did on her way to the Hall of Fame so many years later.
It was not from the movie, by the way. Love Roller Coaster was from the Beavis and Butthead Do America soundtrack. There was a separate soundtrack for the TV show.
Gotcha.
And it was on there.
Wow. Any of these songs in the top 10 you would add to our annual boat outing this year? Which one do you think will
if you
get?
had to pick one.
You had to pick one. What are you going to go with?
I might go with Livin La Vida Loca. That feels
I could see
like
that.
a summer boat on Lake Michigan.
Yeah.
Sun beaming down, White Claw in your hand.
Yeah.
Type of jam. What about you?
I'm going to go the slowest version of Heartbreak Hotel. Crank that up.
I mean, I did.
Right in the playpen.
I did Carly Rae Jepsen Tonight I'm Getting Over You, so there are really no wrong answers.
I've never
here.
seen a boat party turn into crickets quicker in my life than when Dan sung, because we all pick a song.
Oh, come on. Bridget loved it anyway.
Yeah, we all pick a song for our boat outing, and then it plays, and then we sing, and sometimes we don't. And you happen to pick the second biggest song of a one-hit wonder.
It was not even second. It was like probably her 10th biggest song.
Oh, no.
I stand by it.
Just going through 1999 real quick here before we wrap up. Some songs that stuck out to me. Will Smith's Wild Wild West
Yes.
actually charted higher than Miami that
That's
year.
shocking.
Isn't it? Because
Well,
Miami's
you
the
know
one.
what it is. It's the sales component we were talking
And
about.
especially
It's from the movie.
Yeah, that helped it a lot. How about Black had a great run in 1999. Black, and then who's the other?
808, right?
Black 808 and 702. Where my girls at?
Yeah, where my girl's at.
So
Great
good.
songs.
Backstreet Boys, I Want It That Way did not crack the top 10, which shocked me. That shocked me.
Of the year. Well, I wonder if it got
15.
split between a couple of years or something.
Maybe it entered late in the year or something.
Yeah. I think it was late 99 into 2000.
Smash Mouth All Star. That song was everywhere.
That's still an all-timer.
A lot of Backstreet Boys. Balamos we mentioned earlier. How about Lenny Kravitz had a little kind of comeback too that year. Fly Away.
Fly Away, yes.
Fly Away. Shania, we started to see some of that country
Still the
crossover. That don't impress me much. I'm sure you're still the one was
Same
there.
album, yep.
And then it wouldn't be a 90s chart without Mariah Carey, obviously. I Still Believe.
Okay.
Remember that?
Yeah.
That was
kind of her attempt to go pop again after going R&B for a while.
With Heartbreaker.
Yeah.
All
I
the way
loved
down.
Heartbreaker, on a side note.
Number 100, the song that kicked off the top 100, is God Must Have Spent a Little More Time on You.
Okay. Yep.
By our pals.
The NSYNC
NSYNC.
version or the country version?
The Alabama and NSYNC.
Yeah.
They collabed?
Yeah.
I only remember NSYNC. They were with Alabama?
Alabama did a country version. I guess NSYNC was on it. I don't know if they were credited as a cover or if they were actually on it.
Oh my God. Number 95 of the year. Listen to this collaboration here.
Oh boy.
Song called Satisfy You.
Okay.
Puff Daddy
Ooh.
featuring R. Kelly.
Oh no. Oh no.
We should play that.
Oh,
No, we should not.
No, nobody should play that out.
Okay.
Also, what a horrible name. But let me tell you real quick.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Dorky Dan fact of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
So at the beginning of 1996, when I would have been 13, I started tallying my 10 favorite songs of the week every week, and then at the end of the year, I would add them up and make a chart.
Who didn't do that?
I had a Lycos tripod website. It technically still exists. I don't do it every week, but at the end, I still do a chart once a year at the end of the year with my favorites. Yeah. So I can tell you what my 3 favorite songs of 1999.
Top 3, let's go. Yeah.
Number 3,
from 99,
and
yeah.
Britney and Backstreet are both on there, but not the songs you think.
Okay.
But probably my favorite Britney and favorite Backstreet songs of all time.
Yeah.
Number 3, Britney Spears, Sometimes.
That's right. We talked about
That
this
video.
absurdity that's your favorite. Okay, go ahead.
That video. Number 2, Backstreet Boys, All I Have to Give.
Great song.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Such good harmonizing.
And
And the number one song.
And Dan's number one song of 1999. Blessed Union of Souls, Hey Leonardo, She Likes Me For Me.
Likes me for me.
Great song. I mean,
That was 99?
I stand by 16, 17-year-old Dan's 1999 music
Now,
choices.
we know what the Billboard charts were based off of. What kind of
It's a
criteria?
mix of airplay, streaming, and sales.
Streaming, right.
Yeah, stream. No, it's just my favorites.
Your
I
favorites.
would write them down every.
Right
I
in your
had
head.
this like very dorky like point system. Like I'd write down my top 10 every week, and like number 1 would get 10 points, number 2 would get 9 points, and then I'd sit there in December and I would like add up all the points, and then I'd take my chart, I'd put it on my website, I'd email all my friends who would play along and pretend like they gave 2 craps. It was great.
Yeah, I did something similar growing up, but I didn't have a website because I was not tech savvy or owned a computer. I was too poor. I would write it down in notebooks.
Okay. Yep.
Write it down like I'd
did
have a
that
pilot pen.
before the website. That mine started in a notebook too.
And I have those somewhere in storage.
Let's see. This is why we're friends. We're kindred spirits.
Yeah, we're chart nerds. Is what it is.
There's people all over the internet. The internet is terrible for a lot of reasons, but one reason that it's great, and particularly why it was great back in those days before all the clutter, is something that like maybe 1 in 10,000 people cared about, where you were unlikely to meet someone in your life who shared that in common. On the internet, 1 in 10,000, there's thousands and thousands of people out there. So my friends didn't give 2 craps about my charts, but he found stuff on the internet with people just sharing their charts and doing their whole dorky habit. And
I'll bet you the majority of people in our industry did the same thing.
It's probably a common thing.
Yeah,
it's definitely correlated.
But your criteria, like your favorites, obviously that's the one to be on. That's the chart to be on.
It's the one that the record labels really rely on.
Hey, you know what else the internet's good for is
sharing, subscribing, and liking.
Yes, I hit the wrong button. I was supposed to do I did the unpopular opinion button. We're just gonna roll with it. You didn't notice?
Unpopular opinion. You should share, like, subscribe to our podcast.
Please do not do those things. It's embarrassing. We're embarrassed of ourselves. No, what I was going to say is we're on the internet.
Yes.
We're on YouTube.
Facts.
Thanks to Dan's amazing production skills. So go take a peek. If you're listening, we're streaming. You will also watch us on YouTube. And, of course, I'm on Instagram at Brady Radio.
At DanG0482.
And we will talk to you next time
Later.
on the Brady One More Time podcast.